Hi warriors, welcome back to my channel. It's Sammy and the channel is Have You Smiled Today? So today we're going to talk about something that I think is really relevant now with the self-isolation period going on. A lot of us are stuck at home. We're stressed, we're anxious, we're worried, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, and well, there's always the fear of contracting the virus itself. So with everything that's going on, I thought I'd do a video on how important it is to, work on your personal fitness while you're staying at home. Now, let me preface this by saying I have never worked out at home. So ever since I joined Good Life Fitness in 2006, I have been going to the gym 5 to 6 times a week, probably 10 hours a week, for 14 years now. So I'm sure you understand this isn't an easy transition for me either. I don't even have weights at home. But one thing I refuse to let go is my personal fitness. And I'll tell you why. But even more so at this time when we're not really allowed to go out. If you are a regular gym goer, you must be going crazy. So, it's really important to find some good workouts and do it at home. It's important to educate yourself as well so that you can work on your personal fitness. And finally, I think that once all of this is over, if we're all a little more overweight, I think we'll come out feeling like poop. So I, for one, have a personal goal of finishing this isolation period stronger mentally, physically, and spiritually than I am now. So I will hold myself accountable and you will see that I will have a better body by the time the self-isolation period is over. Now, it's not just about the body, it's not just about the aesthetics. So let me talk about why finding personal fitness at this time is really important. Now, personal fitness is important all year round to, live a balanced life. So you have a good diet, so you have a good workout regime that you follow every week, that you do some cardio, that you do lift some weights, and that you maybe do some yoga and meditation. So a balanced workout regime, something I can cover in a separate video, is really, really important. But at this time, these are the top reasons that I think it's so important, whether you're a regular gym goer or that you've never really had the time to focus on personal fitness. Now is the time. So let's get into it. The first reason I really believe in working out at home, finding something that you can use as resistance. Put a backpack on and do 100 squats, and see how your legs feel after. The truth is, this is where your education comes in. You research, you find different kinds of workouts, and then you do them at home. The reason that is most important is that you have a lot of negative energy inside of you right now. Whether it's stress, whether it's anxiety, whether it's just depression at what's going on in the world, it is inside of all of us. And we have to find a constructive way of letting go of that negative energy. And one of the best ways to do that is exercise. Now, in my previous video, I also talked about hormone, and it's through physical exercise where you generate most of the good hormones that you want running through your body to help you manage and cope your behavior, especially at stressful times like this. Physical exercise enables that. So essentially, whether you're talking physically, physiologically, mentally, or spiritually, physical exercise is one of the few things that can really help you cope in all possible ways. So, in a nutshell, work on a strategy. Schedule workouts a few times a week where you can finish work. If you're working from home, you finish work and you get your workout done. You do different things throughout the week so that you have a balanced workout regime. If you have been newly laid off and you're probably really depressed right now, and you don't know when you're going back to work, you don't know how much you're going to get on EI, you don't know maybe if you can pay the bills. And I really sympathize with that. Somebody who's been laid off before, I know that it can be really traumatic. So I want you to know, you can't control this virus and what it's doing to us. You can't control some of the policies that the government is taking. That's for our betterment too. That's for our benefit. The more isolated we are, the better and the faster we're going to manage this outbreak. So for you, it's even more important that you engage in physical activity, because you were going out every day. Now you can't really go out. You're lacking vitamin D, so feel free to take some vitamin D pills. It really helps with depression, especially if you're stuck indoors all day. And find something that you can do at home, and transfer all the negative energy, all the frustration, all the sadness, all the stress. You have to channel it through physical exercise and push it out of your body so that you yourself feel better. Use it like a strategy. I would schedule it a few times a week like I do. I'm working out every day, and it's not just because I have, I want to have a better body this summer. It's deeper than that. It's mental, it's spiritual. I know that there's so much tension stored on my body that if I don't release it, then it will manifest. It really festers, and it's not a good place to be when negative energy festers in your body. And physical exercise is one of the best ways for you to let go of some of that negative energy. All right, moving on. This is one of my personal, close to my heart reasons for being so engaged in personal fitness, in working out essentially. So for me, building my body is a metaphor for real life, for personal growth. And I'll tell you why. Bodybuilders, the way they grow muscles is by breaking that muscle tissue over and over again. Muscle growth appears from that damage, from that wear and tear. And by aiding your workout with proper nutrition, proper sleep, that's how bodybuilders grow. That's how you grow these muscles, by repetition, by practice, by doing it properly, by being disciplined about it, by connecting your mind, body, spirit, and focusing on muscle memory, mind to muscle connection. Weightlifting or bodybuilding for me is a metaphor for real life. It's how you grow. It's personal growth. So when you're lifting weights, or whether you're working out, whether it's cardio training, whether it's yoga, you're working on yourself. That's something to be proud of. In my previous video about how to cope better with coronavirus, related stress and anxiety, I mentioned working out, because at the end of the day, if you're working on your personal fitness, you're working on your personal growth. You are growing from this. You're getting stronger from this. You're taking a negative situation and you're turning it into a positive. Instead of sitting at home, eating more and gaining weight and feeling really shitty about it, you are taking charge of your personal fitness and you're making something out of the time that you're stuck at home. So, once again, I believe in personal growth. I believe in leveling up. I believe in constantly trying to improve. And that includes physical. It doesn't mean I'm not eating what I want. It means it's a balance. And I challenge myself every single day to drive a balance that I can be okay with. At the same time, I want to see my body change. I want to see my body improve. I want to see, my six-pack come back. I want to see myself get stronger. So even though I don't have any weights, I've installed a pull-up bar. Just with pull-up, push-up, and jogging, I'll probably be able to, change my appearance in the next couple of months. And you can hold me to it. All right, next. Another way of working out is yoga. Now we all know, everybody says, expert says, you already know, yoga is really good for your mental health. But why exactly? Why is it more important now than ever? You see, there's so much flooding of information out there. You're probably overwhelmed. The numbers are rising. You're every day, every time you turn on the news, you're probably stressing over the numbers. and it feels like your life has stopped. Human beings are always stressed when they deviate from their habits, from their routine. We are routine people, right? So meditation is a great way for you to escape from all the noise. Meditation is a great way for you to find mindfulness, to be present at this moment. So if you're at home and you're stuck here, whether you're forced to work at home, or whether you were already working at home, or whether you got laid off to now be stuck at home, whatever your situation is, this is the perfect time, because you need to be in the present. Your layoff, your misfortune, your depression, everything is in that, all of that is in the past. I'm not invalidating it. I know how it feels, but it is still in the past. Meditation teaches our brain to be in the moment, to be at the present time. So that's what you need to do for you to have a strong coping mechanism. And you see, the beauty of meditation is that once you practice it and you get it better at it, you can do it at will. So anytime you feel the stress is rising, that's when you press the pause button, and you can literally stop the flow of negative thought, negative energy, and that could turn into anxiety or stress disorder on that day. So just remember to use this time to get better at meditation, or start meditation, and it will change your life. All right, next is self-care and your me time. You see, you might be stuck at home with somebody you're not used to interacting with all the time. And it might be your husband and wife, just saying. So it could be your parents, it could be your children. And honestly, as I said, it's not easy. Just suddenly be stuck at home with whoever, interacting more than you're used to. And you might actually feel a little crowded out. That's where your personal fitness comes in. So if you take the time out and you let them know that this is your time to not disturb you, that's exactly what I do. When I'm running my live classes on YouTube, or when I'm working out on my own, everybody knows not to disturb me, because I'm working on myself, not just my personal growth, but that's me time. That's when I meditate, that's when I feel good, that's when I work on improving my strength. It is hugely liberating, it's hugely motivating and empowering to be able to do that. So when you schedule that and you keep at it every week, that's how you're going to feel. You will feel motivated, you will feel empowered, you will feel stronger, and you will feel in control, no matter how out of control the situation seems outside. And that's why it's so important to do it. All right. Last but not the least, I believe that looking good, looking sexy is important. So, my mom might freak out right now, being Bangladeshi and conservative and all, that, I uttered the sexy word on YouTube. But honestly, I love working on myself. I love feeling the way I do. I love feeling how it feels after a workout. And honestly, it changes you from the inside out. It doesn't matter what your body looks like. It doesn't matter how much you weigh. What matters is that you're working on yourself, and that's something to be proud of. And every little progress will encourage you and propel you even, further forward. So honestly, it's like self-motivation. You invest in the time, but you get so much motivation back from it. Feeling good, feeling sexy, looking sexy, all of that is great place to be, especially at a time like this, when the world is telling you to focus on something else, something negative that may not be good for your personal health. So just remember, this is the perfect time. I spoke in my previous video. Are you going to sit here and be the victim? Or are you going to make something out of it? Are you going to work on leveling up at this time? Are you going to work on something you didn't have time to work on? Are you going to work on your meditation skills? Are you going to work on keeping your weight the same, or even lose some at this time? There's literally so much you can do. What you should not do is focus on the bad that has happened. What you should not do is focus on the fear that's spreading, because that's not going to help you. And you not being well doesn't help anybody. Just remember that. So that's it for me today. Feel free to like the channel and subscribe. If you really enjoyed the video, leave some comments and let me know what you enjoyed about it. I appreciate you watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Love, peace, respect. Bye.